Okay, folks, so we've had this little bitch 300 Super King Air running loops over the house. And I see that it's finally taken off now after I talked to somebody. I mean, my first attempts to contact the flight standards district offices, the FSDO offices, they put their phone number put me in a loop. So I ended up having to call their main line for reporting incidents and accidents and safety concerns because this thing was coming in right directly over our house at under 3,000 feet. And it did loop after loop after loop. And you notice this array right here? That I find very curious because when I finally did speak to somebody on the telephone, the chick told me that they had a craft out here doing loops to test for signals and to test signal strengths. So you're doing that right directly over our house and you're doing loops right directly over our neighborhood. And folks, I find it very curious. This particular area right here, this is the area that they want to put in that eastern corridor and that highway. And the residents down in here rejected it. They said no go. And I swear they're setting us up. They are setting us up down here on this end of the valley down here by the Lake Mead foothills and Henderson for a controlled crisis, chaotic situation because they want control of this land. Okay. And it's very clear that the residents that moved here didn't want to move in here and have a highway coming through their fucking backyard. But I think that they still want to put in that little highway in that eastern corridor. And, you know, I'm sorry, but history has already reported and history has already proved that these people that want to do these projects and these different things like that have no qualms about destroying people's lives and to gain control and access to the property. Okay. And I don't, whatever, maybe it's something just as simple as, oh yeah, they're testing the signal strengths and stuff like that. But even that is unsettling because I don't like being beamed consistently. It pisses me off. They're taking way too many liberties in our skies, folks. From weather warfareanism to all of these flight crashes and all of these incidents and accidents with aircrafts. They're taking way too many liberties. And this right here, no, I don't think that it's just a coincidence that after I get off the phone with the chick at one of the complaint offices for safety issues, that it decides to just go ahead and discontinue its looping and it takes off and goes down to the south. Now it came out of Henderson Executive and now it's going way south. I mean, I just don't trust it. I don't trust these people that do these things. And this right here, this, I would consider this assault. This was an assault on my physical being. And some of you may think that that's just ridiculous and I'm being a big old fat Karen, but you can kiss my big old fat ass if that's what you think. Because frequency pollution is real. Frequency pollution is an actual thing, not a conspiracy theory. And when you're going around doing loops consistently over a certain area, you are creating a frequency loop. You are creating a frequency hive, a concentrated frequency hive. That's what I call it. I know there's other technical names for it, but that's what I call it. And frequency pollution is real. It causes degradation. And this is unsettling, to say the very least, that when I go to want to make a complaint about an aircraft flying over my fucking house too low, in my opinion, I get caught in a loop. Get caught in a loop. None of their options to press, you can press 0 to speak to an actual person. That didn't work. You press 1 to talk to such and such. Press 2 to talk to such and such. None of their automated systems on the FSDO district offices down here in Nevada are working. I had to call the actual emergency line to actually talk to someone. And like I said, because I'm repetitive, I'll say it again. She just simply stated that, oh, well, they're doing loops out there testing signal frequencies and signal strengths and stuff. Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know that you're just flying this freaking thing, looping it right directly over our freaking house and over our location, beaming everybody here with frequencies. Good to know. And there's been no planes coming in through this flight path right here. So something out in this area here over Lake Mead foothills and over by Nellis, of course, they're doing their red flag exercises up here at Nellis, Maybe this is related to red flag exercises. Very good possibility. And if that's the case, I still feel very unsettled. They've taken too many liberties in our skies, folks. And in the spaces above our heads. And we got to get to a point here where we are able to actually communicate our concerns with these people in charge of all of this stuff without having to go through loops and jump through obstacles. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Testing signal strengths and stuff. Sure. Thanks for beaming me this morning. Fucking bitch. 300 Super King Air.